Beloved, you shall now take the biography, the family record, and take it to the daughter home. The place where the family is seated. Biography by family.
For us in Africa, the girl child is a special concern. Hers is a future that is often negated right from birth, and hers is therefore the life that must be salvaged first. We must give her an education that empowers, an education that gives skills, and an education that builds self-confidence. Address by Nana Kinedu Adjumant Rawlings to the 4th World Conference on Women in Beijing, 1995. Nana Kinedu Adjumant was born on the 17th of November, 1948. She was the third of 7 children of John Osei Tutu Adjumant and his wife, Felicia Adjumant, née Sapon of Mbobi, Ashanti. Nana Kinedu's father was the son of Okiniba Owusu-Seche Adjumant, whose father was Otumfuo Mensah Bonsu, the 11th Asantini. Nana Kinedu's father, therefore, named her after her maternal grandmother, Nana Kinedu Yadum III, the 11th Asantini. Nana Kinedu's mother, Mrs. Felicia Adjumant, was an educationist who dedicated herself to raising her 7 children and to the organization of both her marital home and the busy social life brought about by her husband's position as a very senior manager of the United Africa Company, the UAC, in the Gold Coast. Nana Kinedu's early life was shaped by Ashanti culture and tradition of strict protocol, good manners, social graces, self-reliance, and the self-control required of a woman to establish her home and raise children of her own in dignity. Kwame Nkrumah officially assumed office as Prime Minister in 1952, and with Nana Kinedu's father, his extensive business and managerial experience within the UAC, he was headhunted by the Nkrumah administration to run the government's business sector in Accra. The Adjumant family therefore settled into the rich community, and with education a major priority in the Adjumant family household, all Adjumant children of school-going age continued their education. Nana Kinedu Adjumant attended Progress School, Mrs. Sam's School, for her infant primary education, where, for the first time, she would come into contact with a boy called Jerry John. After 2 years in Mrs. Sam's School, she continued to Ghana International School and then to Achimota School in September 1961. At the age of 12. She found, to her annoyance, that Jerry John The boy from Mrs. Sam's progress school was in her class and noticeably bright. Ajimoto's school had separate provisions for Catholic and Protestant worship. Nana Kinedu attended Protestant worship because she had been raised Protestant. Jerry John, on the other hand, was Catholic. But she recounts that at the age of 15, in Protestant choir practice, Jerry John suddenly showed up to join the Protestant choir. It was much later that she would find out that Jerry John had no interest in being part of the choir. He had joined the choir to be close to her. Halfway through the year of 1966, Nana Kinedu Adjuman and Jerry John completed their GCE O-levels at Ajimoto. While Nana went on to do her A-levels, Jerry John decided to pursue his lifelong dream of becoming an Air Force pilot. In 1967, Jerry John enlisted as a flight cadet in the Ghana Air Force and later won the Speedy Bird Trophy. Nana Kinedu Adjuman went on to the University of Science and Technology after her A-levels. And it was at the University of Science and Technology that Nana Kinedu, the student political activist, was born. Up until this point in her life, Nana Kinedu had never really been interested in the activism of any kind. However, she soon found herself deeply engaged in student-led movements to address the growing culture of corruption in the country. In 1969, she stood for elections and became a member of the Students' Representative Council, the SRC. Nana Kinedu went on to serve on the National Union of Ghana Students. Nana Kinedu graduated with honors in graphic design and applied arts in 1972 from the University of Science and Technology and began her career at the Ghana Tourist Board. Subsequently accepted a position with the Union Trading Company, one of the largest trading companies in Ghana at the time, rising to group manager a few years later. In 1975, she earned a diploma in interior decoration at the London College of Arts. After years of courting amidst Ghana's socioeconomic upheavals, Nana Kinedu Adjuman and Jerry John Rawlings were married at Bridge Church on January the 29th, 1977. Both in their late 20s, Nana Kinedu was a group manager still at UTC, while Jerry John was a young pilot officer with the Ghana Air Force. As Nana Kinedu traveled outside of poverty, as it gravely affected our nation's women and children. In small towns, she worked in the gated communities of the beautiful UTC compounds, where she managed the interior design of all corporate housing units reserved for executives, mostly Europeans and their families. Each housing unit was fully equipped with luxury amenities in well-furnished, British-inspired architecture and bungalows. Though she worked within the compound, she was deeply affected by the local people who lived outside the compound walls. Their plight was impossible to ignore, and it was difficult to fathom what future lay ahead for them and their children. She could not ignore these women she saw in rural Ghana. They left an indelible mark on her mind, heart, and soul. With the second coming of JJ,